Yo, we're checking out who is the most degenerate influencer. Let's go.
In 2024, influencers are the ones building our culture and leading the next generation. They are reshaping
Facts. And influencers have a lot more influence. Like, obviously they have influence. I mean, like content creators. The rise is going crazy. Like, you can see it with Kai Cenat, Actual Speed. Everybody's on social media now. Everything's about the internet. It's new times, man. New times.
With entertainment, but also the psychological and social fabric of their
Like,
audience.
soon the celebrities, I know I'll keep ranting about this, but soon the celebrities are not gonna just be the movie stars and the classic TV shows and all that stuff. It's gonna be the content creators. They're gonna be up there too. Just give it 20 years.
But what happens when these influencers become more and more desperate for views, more and more desensitized and craving more dopamine? And what are the results when people try to be those they watch?
Oh, I forgot about this white guy, the white boy Actual Speed dude.
Well, that leads to what you'll see in this video. We will go over the worst influencers that are rotting our culture, starting with Adam22. Now, for those who don't know, Adam22 made a name for himself.
Bro, I literally have a video on this guy. You could literally check it out, bro.
As a podcast host and internet personality, known primarily for his YouTube channel No Jumper. He had gained recognition for his interviews with up-and-coming hip-hop artists and figures from the urban culture scene, having one of the biggest podcasts in the niche, going viral on all of social media for years. But in March of 2018, a Twitter user posted...
Man even had a song with TK, I remember.
...now deleted thread that included
he wasn't rapping
screenshots
on
allegedly
it,
proving that Adam22 had a sexual relationship with a girl when she was just 16.
Yo,
He was in his 20s.
I always knew this guy was a weird guy. I never really liked his interviews too. This guy was always weird.
The thread also suggested that he might have sexually assaulted her. Now, of course, this was controversial.
Oh my god, yo, put this guy in a cell right now.
Later on, he would actually openly acknowledge the relationship in a blog post, and also shared explicit images of Desiree, a young female he supposedly abused. However, Adam completely denied the accusations of sexual misconduct, but for years this sorry story disappeared from the public
spotlight.
This guy's
weird.
However, in March of this year, while filming a podcast episode, the predator catching platform official Perv Busters confronted Adam regarding his allegations.
I'll be a hypocrite if I don't address the situation that happened with you.
There is no situation with me.
The one where you was messing with the 16-year-old girl?
Never happened. What do you think happened?
And so Adam would respond by booting them off of his show, reigniting public interest in this entire controversy.
Wait.
We can't take that jacket off of nobody.
Right? You gotta go.
Hey, man, you know...
Yeah, at least he wasn't a hypocrite, bro. He kept it real with this thing, with his content and all of that, so...
Was from
Shout out to
that.
him.
You see, as things started stagnating, his life started to get more boring. After the honeymoon period of his marriage, Adam22 wanted to change things. He wanted to make more money, more influence, more fame. And why not spice up his relationship at the same time? So how would he go about doing this, seeing his partner getting frisky with other people for money? Now, most men are very uncomfortable with the thought of their partners sleeping with other men. But Adam22
Yeah, no, me personally, like, it shouldn't really be said, but me personally, I wouldn't want that.
isn't most men. He will do anything.
But now with people being weird these days, like, now... You gotta state that, cause
for views. He will do anything for money. You see, Adam22 is also an adult star, with his other adult podcast show being widely regarded in the adult content world. And in these podcasts, he would often end up having threesomes with the girl he'd be podcasting, along with his wife. But this would begin to change as soon as he married Lena the Plug. And in June of 2023, Lena the Plug announced her
I don't know
first
how you
ever
could
video
marry someone
with
like
another
that,
man, aptly named Jason Love. Previously, Lena had solely
and
collaborated.
it was right after they got married. Bro, if you want to see my thoughts, you literally could click on that video.
On videos with
that I
other
had
females
on my
and Adam
channel.
himself. But in this case, Adam22 would hype up the video between Lena and another man.
This guy was making himself look like a bozo on Twitter.
Building up the suspense on Twitter.
Like an
and their
absolute
OnlyFans
fool.
subscriptions went through the roof. The marketing was genius, but also
It was,
completely
but
debauched
do people care now? Like, man dropped the tape and everybody was hitting on it as well.
and morally
Everybody said it was
bankrupt.
overrated or
Ever
something.
interested
or
in doing
overhyped.
your first ever double penetration scene that me and Lena, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like,
Yo, dude.
would he be a suitable candidate? Would you,
Andrew Tate.
can I tap him
I
in?
don't know.
There's absolutely 0% chance of that happening. And it's not because Elena is particularly unattractive, it's because she's married to Adam and I have no interest in degenerate, pointless sex, and I have no interest in making a spectacle of myself or even just involving myself in anything which I deem to be overall haram and pointless.
Especially
Man,
considering
that's a perfect example of being disrespected respectfully, man.
that Lena and Adam have a child. And soon after all the hype, after all the build-up, and Adam marketing this as much as possible,
And dropped it. Man did a whole rollout like it was an album.
he would unveil to the world a video of his wife getting penetrated by another man, and in the process losing all of his dignity and self-respect. Because soon after the video went viral, Adam 22 encountered a whole host of online criticism as individuals began labeling him as a cuckold for permitting his wife to engage in a sexual encounter with another man. Adam even discussed this matter with Sneaky, but he would express his acceptance of Jason Love, stating that allowing Lena to partake in the scene was a beneficial career move for her, but a death sentence for his. Even though the couple would make millions from this, was it really
Man sold his wife for money. Crazy.
sacrificing their entire family? The backlash on Twitter against
For
this
money.
continued to
You
gain
were
traction.
making money off that podcast, unless that podcast was falling off, which I guess it was, because for this to happen, you gotta be weird in the head for you to do this.
Action in early July, and that's when Adam began addressing it through his tweets, defending both his and his wife's decision. In one of his tweets, he expresses his indifference towards being called a cuck, stating that he found the video to be utterly arousing. In another tweet,
Cap.
however, his true feelings became more apparent, with the 40-year-old content creator acknowledging that he felt a slight sense of jealousy initially regarding their decision, and since then the No Jumper host has shown no self-respect, embracing the backlash and dismissing any criticisms that have come his way.
I wonder what's gonna happen in like 5 to 10 years. We're gonna see.
Yo, Adam, you let it. Yo.
Isn't it crazy that you guessed it on here? Like, before I had even really hinted at it.
You really
You
did that?
guessed it.
You watched it?
I didn't watch it. I'll probably
Lies.
see some chunks of it.
So you just like was in another room listening to her moan and groan and shit?
No, she was at a hotel being filmed by a professional. And down by a professional.
I know that's hurting his soul.
Right, so when you say there was an underlying value, what is the underlying value of your wife getting railed by a big black guy?
Probably just money.
Man
primarily.
sold his family for money when he already had money.
But then also,
You could probably make more money going to the casino with the money you already have, bro.
Instead of being honest and admitting
What a
that the
dummy.
idea of his wife
Let me get these
sleeping with another
subtitles
man
on.
was a terrible idea, even if it made him loads of money and fame, Adam instead doubled down on it, appearing on podcasts like Bradley Martin's and insisting that it was an excellent idea. You know, because he and his wife made loads of money from the sordid affair.
I mean, bro, the first question I have is like, why?
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 Yeah.
I guess like number one on the list would probably just be like money.
Rather absurdly, but not really surprisingly, Adam and Lena would then double down on this, titled For the Love of Lena, which sees 10 men compete for the chance to partake in a threesome with the duo. And although the show was free to watch, the threesome was only accessible on OnlyFans, of course, making them even more money by whoring out his wife. But what Adam and Lena fail to realize is that all the views and money in the world cannot buy you dignity, and they can definitely not buy you respect. Now his entire
They won't
family
understand
is
that
being
until
ruined, his
10 years.
credibility
Watch.
destroyed.
Give it 10 years, and then in 10 years they're gonna be complaining on Twitter about it. Watch.
But at least he's gained millions and millions of dollars. This is the sort of content that's developing our culture today. Instead of Shakespeare's,
It's these type of people that are ruining society right now, man.
this don't have Adam
And it's gonna
22
keep
raise
spreading.
teenagers. This is where our society is headed. But individuals desperate for
Like
money,
in my crazy mind, like I just say, bro, like get them out of here, get them out of the world, like banish them.
validation will go to the
We
bottom
need to
of the
stop the
barrel
spread like it's a virus, because it literally is a virus.
to outshock each other, completely whoring out their bodies and family just for more attention. But of course, Adam 22 isn't the only talentless and tasteless influencer
This.
ruining our culture today.
Fucking ways you putting dirt on my name, bro.
There's also Neon, real name Rangesh Mutama, an American YouTuber turned streamer.
that Neon
first
out of your
gained
username,
recognition
bro.
as a prominent NBA 2K content creator.
Man was Ronnie
But of
2K's son. That's how he first blew up. I
In
remember.
recent times, however, he was inspired by the culture of streamers like Aiden Ross, and this is when Neon's content became scandalous and considerably more clickbaity. In short, he has morphed into a full-blown
Oh yeah, I
liar,
remember. Man faked his death. Like,
faked his own death on a YouTube video.
Someone else. Okay?
there's no way his parents allow him to do this.
I don't want to make y'all stop losing my content. And lastly, bro, I'm gonna be recording a few videos with other YouTubers so you guys can still see me for a little bit until like you know.
No,
if
no
the
one would
surgery
do
doesn't
that.
go- 'cause if the surgery does not go well, I'll bleed out to death. And if that happens, you know, that's what's gonna happen.
And is almost universally hated by everyone online for his stupidity. Nevertheless, after faking his death, the 19-year-old continued on as if nothing had ever happened.
Wait, how did he come back though? I actually don't know how he came back.
In May of this year,
How did he come
Neon
back
then
from that?
appeared on a live stream with
And it's idiots like Aiden Ross proponing this guy.
and And what initially began as an open discussion with morbidly obese Alice Lopez, a blogger turned TikTok personality, quickly turned into a vicious attack.
I don't need to see that. No offense.
I'm gonna fuck this bitch. How the fuck you wake up like that? How do you yourself? Please tell me.
Bro,
Please tell me.
Hey, bro,
How do you not wanna
you don't need to be going off like that.
You're fat, obese.
It's not even funny, too.
Somebody's the fucking you bitch.
No.
Somebody's the fucking you fucking this.
Now, I'm not really a
Kick
fan
him
of
out the
Lopez,
call,
but
bruh.
it's safe to say that Neon probably crossed a line here.
For
The
sure.
explicit tirade got so
You didn't have to
intense
say all
that
that.
Sneeko, a content creator who often lacks a filter, decided to actually leave in the middle of the discussion. Now, of course, this was done for attention and clicks. The more you insult someone, the more controversial you can be, the more people respond, the more reactions you get, and the more polarizing you are. And when you're
I wonder how long he's gonna last, because he's on a low run right now.
you always gain more fans and more notoriety. During this period, Neon would insult everyone, even Adam 22. No matter what, he would take down anyone. And whilst it might have been entertaining, it was just also bottom of the barrel entertainment. What's the point in this stuff? Who wants to waste their time watching this garbage? It's just mindless and toxic. This is the stuff iPad kids are growing up with. But as he continued to grow in
You said what?
popularity,
Who?
and toxic. This is the stuff iPad kids are growing up
iPad
with, but
kids.
as he continued to grow in popularity,
What's an iPad kid?
Neon would eventually receive some karma. In a video that caused quite a stir,
Am I an iPad kid? I had an iPad.
be seen trembling in fear. as
Oh,
a
this is
man
fake
stole
ass
his
video
phone's
too.
Shoes. However, almost
And then Andrew
everyone
T
was
tried to save him, but he got cut in the brain.
skeptical if this was even authentic. At first, people thought this was karma, but then it just seemed completely fake. Another lie for clicks.
Why would you
See,
even? What gangster really is gonna beat him up for no
leaving
reason?
his fan base
Come
once
on,
again.
nobody cares, bro. It's a suburban kid. He's not gonna do anything anyways. Come
But
on.
it did go viral, helping Neon even further catapult his fame. Neon would even call himself a bitch, and in a somber tone, he seemed to lament, wanting Andrew Tate to be his new daddy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just want to say this, Andrew Tate. If you're watching this video, bro, I really appreciate you, bro. I really, really do. You are a fucking great human being, bro. You're an amazing human. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't
This
think
is so
anyone's doing
fun.
that. After someone literally sat there on the internet for
Yo.
15 minutes and tried shitting on you, you come back and you want to help me. And I'm gonna be
Oh
honest, I
my
need help.
God,
I do.
man.
But of course, this was just to go viral. None of this was authentic, real, but it was entertaining for most. But more and more, Neon would just hang out with these hoes in LA and Miami, getting a new OnlyFans
That's why,
girlfriend
like, if you blow up, you don't want to move to LA or specifically LA, because it's people like this.
simply for clout.
I'm not trying to
doing
trash on the whole city, but the Hollywood scene, it ain't. It's pretty toxic, man.
anything he could to get into influencer parties. Eventually, this sort of degenerate behavior got him criticized by Andrew Tate.
But Neon, or whatever his name is, he's a clown and Zirk's a clown.
Bro, it's this guy has my name.
Insult them too much, but they're just children being stupid.
Why? Well, for using OnlyFans models in their video. Tate, a man who once ran a seedy webcam business himself that exploited lonely men for cash, accused Neon of lacking any creativity and of seeking cheap clicks by associating himself with questionable models, calling Neon a moron and accusing him of degrading
It's just
himself.
literally a cross marketing of two bad people, OnlyFans people, and this waste dude right here.
And to be fair, it's completely true. And then more
Genius.
recently, just before the latest UFC event, UFC
Oh, thank God Leon Edwards beat the shit out of Covington, by the way.
2006, Neon told his fans that he would confront Donald Trump at the event. However, after UFC
Lies,
officials
bro.
were
If he even did, bro, security would tackle him. That boy's getting sent out of there, bro. That boy's getting sent to the dungeon.
about his intentions, they denied the streamer any entry to the event.
When you start saying stupid shit like that,
How did Dana White even find out about that?
thrown out of here.
Someone must have snitched on him.
And talking dumb shit.
One doesn't really need to be a genius to think that Neon will continue doing what he does best, talking stupid shit. But why is this stuff popular in the first place? Do you really have to be at the bottom of the barrel? Do you
He's
have to go
definitely one of those kids who will like do the most, and then as soon as someone touches him back, he's gonna be like, "I'll call the police on you."
so low to get views? And is this who's going to be raising Generation Alpha? And as the worst, most stupid behavior gets rewarded with more and more money and attention, this stuff's only going to continue more and more. There's going to be an infinite amount of Neons, and to accompany them, their OnlyFans girlfriends. But speaking of spreading manure with one's mouth, it's time we discuss Ruby Rose, a controversial influencer with more than 5 million Instagram followers.
Actually
Rose is known for
controversial.
many things, few of them any good. Ostensibly, she's a singer and songwriter. In reality,
Thing
however,
is,
she's
most people know her as a model, fam. Not a singer, rapper, blah blah blah. I don't even know how she finessed herself into XXL just for the clicks.
an OnlyFans model. And after all, genuinely talented
Oh,
singer
whoa.
songwriter. In reality, however, she's just an OnlyFans model.
That's gotta be cap. Fully new content, that's gotta be cap. I swear I've never seen a. Don't ask me how, but I don't be paying. But I'm telling you, no way, because that would be going viral on the internet. That's gotta be cap. That's clickbait.
And
No
after
way.
all, genuinely talented singers and songwriters sing and write songs. They didn't really expose themselves in OnlyFans unless they were a stripper to begin with. Although Rose appears to have
Oh, was
a
she? I didn't even
following,
know.
it's
Nah, she just dropped trash music. Nobody wants to listen.
important to remember that appearances can be incredibly deceptive.
Oh my
In late
god. Yeah, this guy, what, he spent like 40 million on her? Crazy.
2023, she would become famous, going viral across the internet, as the OnlyFans star revealed a string of messages from a supposedly desperate fan of hers.
Like, bro, you are... did I just see agent?
As the OnlyFans star revealed a string of messages from a supposedly desperate fan of hers.
Okay, I don't know. I don't even know agent personally. That's just cool for me because I'm a little fan. I'm a little fanboy, but... nah. Imagine paying that much. Imagine being the most #1 spender, fam. And then you end up getting exposed as a weirdo, getting called a weirdo. Come on, fam. At that point, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. But at that point, word. So you gotta... I don't know what you're gonna do with your life.
Everywhere. Penguin Zero, all of Twitter, Reddit, every corner of the internet was speaking about it. This man, a top spender on OnlyFans, expressed his love.
This looks like a
In
goof.
the initial messages, the man questioned why Rose hadn't been responding to his messages, emphasizing the significant amount of money.
30K? Okay, I don't know where I got 40 million from. My bad. I thought this guy's brain dead. You're so brain dead.
In their relationship, he always wondered why Rose didn't love him as much as he loved her.
Like, this type of people get sent to the mental asylum right now. I know a place nearby we can send you to.
You're absolutely perfect. There was no one else like you in the world, the man wrote. You could be my
Yo,
queen
his name is Brandon Weird. Oh, fam.
I would be your king. I would give you anything you desire. We could even have an unconventional relationship where you have the
this
freedom
guy
to do
now
as
bad,
you please,
man.
as long as I know that
Send
you
this guy
come
to
back
the
me at the
asylum.
end of the
Bro,
day.
send him to Arkham Asylum. I don't even know if Arkham Asylum will save him.
I promise to treat you better than anyone else, Ruby. I love you with all my heart, he wrote. Obviously smitten, he continued, I have never felt this way with anyone before. I want to marry you, start a
You
family
have
with
never had a conversation. Okay, I gotta
you,
stop.
be exclusively yours. I would give up everything and sacrifice anything just for you. I'm willing to do anything for you to love me, and I will give you everything I have for the chance that you will never leave me. I want you to be with me forever. In my eyes, I had never seen or known anything that I am so certain will be
This
perfect.
is what, bro. All of the stories we heard so far has to do with something with OnlyFans. That platform needs to get banned right now, man.
Almost sounded too good to be true.
Need to get rid of it.
Infatuated with Rose. The guy known as Brandon even got a tattoo of her face on his leg. Soon after, however, the truth emerged, and it wasn't really pretty. Not for Rose anyway. This was just one giant advert, as Rose's alleged #1 subscriber came forward to address the 60,000...
It's worse because Ruby Rose is telling him to get tattoos. Well, I don't know if she did, but if she did, it's even worse. She's not helping the situation.
controversy.
Get this guy
surrounding
help.
her, asserting that it was all a ploy to promote her account. What a shock. And it was genius because everyone on the internet was talking about it.
All part
In
of
an
a hoax
interview
for
with
what?
the aforementioned Cuck of the Year, Adam22, the man who was portrayed as an
Oh
excessive
my god, the collab of the century, the two fools
obsessed
of
fan
2023.
spilled the beans, insisting that he never actually purchased any of Ruby's content on OnlyFans.
Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying?
$1,000 actually belonged to someone else entirely, not him, probably the marketing team. He also claimed that Ruby's team had contacted him and paid him to stage the hoax.
Oh, is that okay? That might be believable.
I didn't purchase none of her OnlyFans content. I just went and took a picture with Ruby Rose, right? Like,
Okay.
I got paid for it. I didn't know exactly what it was for, and I met up with her to take this picture.
I don't know how
Next day,
believable this
I'm the
situation
top-
is.
I'm like the fucking
I'm really
OnlyFans
gullible, man.
top spender. And they kind of let me know that I was gonna be like this, like one of her like subscribers, I guess, on OnlyFans or something like that, right? I was like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. You know, I didn't know it was gonna blow up to this big, huge.
What was your salary for that? Cause you gotta. I'm sorry. You gotta pay me in the. You gotta pay me in the hundreds of mils for me to get embarrassed like that. I'm sorry. Hundreds of mils.
At the same time,
I can't do that.
I'm like getting all this like hate and shit.
And although he did agree to have Rose's name tattooed,
Yeah, you got something tatted on your thing forever, man.
leg, which is really creepy. He was paid approximately $15,000 to $20,000 to ink his body.
No.
Move he
That is
probably
not enough. Especially since it's gonna stay there forever. How much does removal cost? Probably even more.
regret for many, many years to come. But it shows how easy it is for these OnlyFans stars to manipulate Twitter's algorithm and thus the entirety of YouTube to promote OnlyFans garbage. This is the ultimate advertisement. It's all fake. Anytime you see a controversy and sneaky, then the Paul brothers.
Whoa,
Now
wait.
today
What's happening with? I know Logan Paul had a Dylan Dennis situation, but what did Jake Paul do?
You see them in the WWE and the boxing ring. Both of them seem to be doing remarkably well, accelerating their careers hugely from YouTube. But on closer inspection, these people have gotten away with everything, showing that if you have enough clout, following, and money, you can do pretty much anything you want, with both men having been accused of a whole array of scandals. But one of the worst they've ever done is their crypto-related scandals.
That was Logan, that wasn't Jake, was it?
Money from their fans.
Like, I don't like Jake too, but I'm not trying to paint him as a bad guy.
There's a reason why the search
he's
for
not,
Paul Brothers scam brings up so many videos on TikTok.
I know Logan, like, he got exposed by CoffeeZilla and all that.
Because the brothers have
Bro, I
used
can't
this
believe that was
platform and
last
other
year.
popular
Was it last
social
year?
media platforms to sell thousands of fans around the
Team
world.
10
at
Jake
very
Paul era,
expensive time.
I was never liked him back then, but that was a different era, man.
And of the two, however, Logan is by far the biggest sinner. He's not only thrown his friends and colleagues under the bus and gained a reputation as being
Yeah,
as
no,
fake
Logan's been taking a lot of L's this year.
he can be. He's also been involved in one of the worst crypto scams on YouTube. 2 years ago, Logan Paul unveiled cryptozoo, an animated NFT venture heavily influenced by Pokemon.
We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work.
You should have checked up on who you were
For
hiring.
a little over $1,100, individuals would have the chance to hatch and raise animal hybrids on the blockchain. The first 10,000 NFTs sold out. Everybody bought into this. This was during the crypto market boom. However, the game never materialized. Even now, as you watch this video, no
And why out of all people would you trust Logan Paul, man?
exists to this day. Investors were sold a well thought out lie. So what happened here? Well, in January of this year, Logan Paul, worth somewhere in the region of $245 million, unveiled a $1.5 million compensation plan for disgruntled investors who didn't get the game that they were promised, saying he wanted
Only reason the man did this was because CoffeeZilla called him out, by the way.
for a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. A solemn-looking Paul also promised to finish the game. That promise was never fulfilled. But
I'm
soon
pretty
after
sure he
Paul's
tweeted out something today I really don't care about.
pledge, a number of investors filed a class action lawsuit against both cryptozoo and Paul, alleging that the influencer and members of his team...
Bro, the people you're working with, they already ran off to a whole different country. They're probably in South America chilling with the penguins, man.
millions of dollars from them via a fraudulent venture. Now, the people in the lawsuit declined to speak, citing fear of retaliation from the Paul brothers. But then it got even worse, as in September of this year, Paul claimed he never made a single token, never sold any tokens, and never profited from the project. He also
Oh, we don't care, man.
insisted
Just pay
that
the
justice
people.
will ultimately prevail and that he is
Take the hell, hug it, man. You lost the money. That's
That's
just like gambling in the casino, man. You lost it. GG's. Sucks to suck, man.
Never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in.
But if you find yourself rolling your eyes in disbelief, you're not alone. As in July, Paul proposed to his fiancée, Nina Aggar.
Congratulations.
Which is a whole other controversy, with the whole body count issue between her and Dylan Dennis. But when Paul proposed to her, he would gift her a ring worth almost $2 million. You see, instead of using some of this money to compensate his victims, he instead chose to spend it on a ridiculous
it was an LL situation, man. For him.
ring, rather than paying back the fans he scammed. And as cryptozoo victims patiently waited for compensation,
Like, imagine being one of those people and just seeing him buy a ring like that. I know it's not simple like that on Logan's end because he has to deal with lawsuits and all that, but yeah.
This day will never come, and Paul will continue.
You just gotta hug the hate
as a
and the
fully
L's,
fledded
man.
WWE star in the hellhole.
Hopefully
that is
he'll have a
Saudi
W
Arabia,
2024,
making millions,
man.
if not billions, with his new Prime Energy drink.
Yeah.
An overpriced, disgusting, caffeine-laden monstrosity.
Okay, chill. It's not disgusting. It's not disgusting. I mean, it's pretty sweet. It's a little bit. It's kind of OD sweet, man, but it's not disgusting.
That is banned from schools in Australia. Like Prime, a drink that leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
But it just shows to you how influencers, the impact they have now. I mean, content creators, how they have now. They could sell a whole drink as long as it's decent. Like, they could probably do the same thing with cookies and stuff. It's just that Pokemon has garbage cookies, and I never tried them, so my bad. And for the rating, you know, I just see other people rate them. I don't even know if they are trash.
Logan Paul is one of those influencers that's rotting your brain. Now, discussed individually.
I don't
it
even
seems
watch
these
them. I mean, I don't
influencers
watch
are
any of
very
these guys, so I don't care. I'm blessed. Unless you guys think, bruh, our brain is rotting. I don't know. Someone let me know.
Still in common, but they have. You see, they are in many ways a direct representation of everything wrong with today's sopilistic, self-obsessed society, where people aren't rewarded for being respectable and decent, but for being dishonorable and indecent. Influencer culture, driven by the likes of Paul and Adam
But
22,
I don't see what this has to do with Jake Paul, man. You just put him in there.
is fueled by
Guilty
an
by
incentivized
association.
self-absorption, shallowness, conceit, and more often than not, deceit. It glorifies materialism, predatory behavior, and ignorance, vanity, and arrogance, all of which are detrimental to the development of a healthy, cohesive society. Before the dawn of social media, people like Adam 22 or Logan Paul would have been laughed at. Their behavior isn't punished, it's reinforced. These guys getting paid untold millions of dollars. And that's why today we're seeing more and more aspiring influencers.
And just people like to see fools, man. People like to, it's entertaining to see fools, man. Just to see fools come up for a good 1 year, and then the next year they're out. They're just trends. I'm telling you, by the end of 2024, half of them will not be
we've got to ask ourselves,
trending as much.
What is mass consumption of influencer-driven material doing to our minds and souls? Well, studies clearly show that influencers are degenerating teen behavior. These are the leaders of our new generation. And what does that say about where we're headed? In many ways, these modern day influencers are the antithesis of what the great philosopher Peter Berger meant by the sacred canopy. The idea that all healthy societies build a figurative shield that protects them from the difficulties of life. This canopy offers a sort of shelter for members of broader society. It acts as a glue that holds people together. Sacred in this context doesn't necessarily mean religious. It simply means something we as a broader collective consider truly important, dare I say vital. It puts the we above me. And influencer culture does the very opposite of this. It places the influencer at the top of the pyramid, and their behavior, attitude, and culture trickles down onto everyone who views it. And sadly, as recent surveys show, when children are asked what they want to be when they grow up, more and more people are saying social media influencer, and probably OnlyFans star in the years to come. Just imagine millions of children growing up.
We gotta separate the OnlyFans with the other social media influencers, like YouTubers, man, because some of them are good people, man. You guys, you're making me look bad right now, man.
Being raised by Adam
Unless I am a
Neon,
bad kid.
Ruby Rose, or Logan Paul. This is the world that awaits us, but maybe it's already here. But who will pull the strings tomorrow? Welcome to the world of AI influencers. And if you think things are bad now, 2024 could be a completely different picture.
Are you just talking about bots, man? There's no way AI influencers, like, there's actually, you're talking about bots, right? There's no way there's actual bots with millions of followers. I don't believe it.
We deal with a huge increase of these degenerate influencers, but we're also going to have trained AI generated ones. Meta, the company responsible for Instagram, recently unveiled dozens of new AI influencers. And if there's one word that describes Meta's creation, it's just truly creepy. One of the influencers is called Billy, an AI generated creation that bears a striking resemblance to model and socialite Kendall Jenner. Like Billy,
can Kendall Jenner sue them or not?
Meta's AI influencers possess distinct
Yo, that kind of looks like a fat Mr. Beast. A little more chubby.
Resemble well-known celebrities or public figures.
Older
The
Snoop
AI
Dogg.
influencers even share posts.
That looks real. That looks real.
Allowing users to engage in direct conversations with chatbots or explore their feeds for AI-generated content. And not surprisingly, many of these AI...
AI is always a dangerous thing, man, because really they could just take over the whole world and just kill us all, man.
models are designed to titillate and excite
Being honest,
specifically...
they can literally hack all the internet. The internet literally runs every man's life, so...
young men. Already, the online world is flooded with hypersexualized, hyperpixelated female figures, many of whom seem like the ideal woman. But these computer-generated monstrosities don't just surpass conventional
They're ruining people's minds of what the ideal thing is, and then when they go into real life, like, it's a whole complicated process. Someone can explain it better to me.
As they obliterate them. We're genuinely approaching.
I'm just giving you out the starting base.
Give up pursuing real women as men become more and more sexless.
Oh, young male Virginia on the rise. Share men under part 0 female sex since they turn 18. Damn. So they say I'm a problem because I'm one of them people, man.
Approaching a time when men will actually give up pursuing real women as men become more and more sexless and instead
because what if they make like sex bots? It could be a real possibility, man.
For artificially generated alternatives. And 2024
Me personally, nah, but that wouldn't be the reason why I'd be still a virgin, but you know.
But these AI generated models are nothing more than sedatives, designed
like I can't go out of my way wasting my time talking to one of these fools knowing they're not real.
To keep you situated in virtual worlds, addicted to the pixels, consuming more, and giving away all of your
look at these bot answers, man. Come on, you really want to talk to someone like that?
Privacy. And now even OnlyFans has a huge
I'd rather talk to no one.
surge of AI models. And now there's even FanView, a subscription
I don't even
platform
like talking to people in general, man, so...
specializing in adult content featuring nothing but AI.
Oh my god, bro, I want to say so much, bro, but I'm trying to get this video out.
By personalities, where the platform hosts fake females like Emily Pellegrini, a 21-year-old AI model from Italy.
Oh, I thought she was real.
And Sika Moon, another AI model that supposedly earns $20,000 per month for her flesh and blood creation.
Hey, whoever created it, they've found a loophole in the system, man.
If all of this isn't creepy enough, now, FanView is also developing a message generator.
Me personally, I just don't have the time to do something like this.
A tool that can mimic the AI models in real time, providing a more immersive experience for subscribers. And the proliferation of these plastic, hollow, empty AI influencers is such a hideous path that we're going towards. And it honestly makes you wonder who's paying for this stuff. I mean, the impact of influencers is
definitely some kid you see in the back of the class, man. Somewhere, some random kid.
Really troublesome. But in 2024, their impact, driven by the rapid rise of AI technology, could prove to be absolutely devastating to our culture and society. But only time will tell if these AI influencers can actually replace real human influencers.
Hey man, that's very interesting, very detailed, very long too, man.